What is going on, and welcome back to another episode of I Coach Nutrition Radio. Hope all of you had an amazing Thanksgiving with your family. This last week here, Thursday was Thanksgiving, and then we had the long weekend there for most. So I hope that was an amazing time, amazing Thanksgiving, amazing time spending time there with the family. For us, we actually hosted Thanksgiving for the very first time. And I would say that it was definitely a success. Not only was it the first time that we hosted Thanksgiving for our family, it was also the first time that I have ever cooked a turkey, first time I've ever cooked a ham. So everything actually went really, really well. It actually wasn't as I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of stressing about it, right? I was stressing about the fact that it was the first time that we were hosting. And with that, I was also stressing that it was the first time cooking a turkey or a ham. So it was kind of like, don't screw this up, right? But it actually went really, really well. Everything turned out great. And so we really enjoyed that Thanksgiving dinner there with the family. Now, here's the challenging part of Thanksgiving, especially when you host. Well, you're now left with all of the food, the leftovers, right? So we finished up our leftovers finally there yesterday. So that means that we essentially ate Thanksgiving food, not only on Thursday, but Thanksgiving food on Friday, on Saturday, and on Sunday. Now, the great thing about the way that I went about Thanksgiving is obviously doing what I do, I try to walk the walk. I try to lead from the front. I try to make, living a healthy lifestyle a priority all of the time. And so, y'all, anyone that's in the Facebook group there, follows me on social media, y'all saw what that Thanksgiving plate looked like. So for me, I always talk about building the iCoach plates, right? And so what that looked like was filling up a quarter of my plate with the ham and the turkey for the protein, filling up a quarter of my plate with the stuffing for the carbohydrate, and filling up half my plate with color. So this was salad, this was Brussels sprouts, this was green beans. And that's essentially what I just did as I moved forward through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Now, the parts of Thanksgiving that maybe aren't so healthy is like the desserts, right? So we had a pecan pie, a pumpkin pie, and a apple pie. And so, I ate that on Thanksgiving, had a little kind of like a mini slice of each one of those. And then also had some mini slices throughout Friday, Saturday, and Sunday until it was finally gone. So there's that aspect of it, but my biggest kind of encouragement here is how do you get back? Today's Monday, right? Today's Monday. We just had the long weekend here with family. We just had Thanksgiving on Thursday. How do you get back on track after Thanksgiving ultimately, right? How do you get back into the normal routine? How do you make sure that Thanksgiving doesn't continue into the next few weeks here all the way until Christmas, right? And how do you make sure that you essentially don't wait until January to kind of get back into a routine here? Well, it's simple. You have to get back into the normal routines, right? Today's Monday, today's a new week, right? So how do you get back into the normal routines of sleep and nutrition and exercise and hydration and stress management? And ultimately just making sure that, again, you're setting yourself up into these good positive habits going into the new year rather than waiting to start them in the new year. So for me, it's simple, right? I mean, yes, sleep was kind of thrown off here over the end of this last weekend. Yes, nutrition was a little off. Yes, last time I worked out here was on Wednesday, right? So it's been, I definitely didn't get as many workouts in as I normally do last week. Hydration's pretty much been the same. Stress management's pretty much been the same. So not really a lot that I need to do there. But ultimately for me, getting back into the sleep schedule starting last night, had an early wake up here this morning at 4. So that means I'm in bed at 9 p.m. so I can get at least the 7 hours of sleep, right? So getting back into the normal bedtime and wake up time, as well as nutrition, right? So nutrition started with me doing a grocery shopping order from Whole Foods there yesterday, so that I have groceries, right? And I could get groceries and get prepped up here for this week. Now, unfortunately, they weren't able to deliver till today here. So going to have to kind of wing it a bit today, which is fine. I'll just go to probably Original Chop Shop, which is my favorite place to go for healthy food here out in the area. But groceries arrive between 9 and 11 a.m. here today. And so I will get those groceries, and I'll be prepped up and I'll be ready to go for the rest of the week here. So nutrition will be back into being dialed in. The other side of it, so also I'm not tracking calories or macros right now during this time of the year. I did it for the dieting phase and prep for Greece there. And so I always, do a dieting phase for typically 3 months of the year where I'm actually eating in a calorie deficit. I'm tracking very diligently there on my FitnessPal, tracking habits, doing check-in forms, all of these type of things. Same thing that I do with clients that come to me for a weight loss goal of their self. Or improving body composition themselves. But the majority of the year, I don't do that, right? So for me currently right now, that's that time of the year. I will do another dieting phase here in March. So I will start tracking everything again there. But just eating intuitively right now. And it's been something that I've had to work towards over all of the years of building that awareness in order for it to give, kind of afford me the ability to have the awareness that I currently have, to be able to have the audacity to eat intuitively and still be able to live, eat healthy and in line with my goals from a quantity and quality standpoint. And then on the workout side of it, getting right back into workout routine this week. So, 3 to 5 workouts a week. That's the goal. Last week, I only got 3. So I only met that bare minimum. I worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then this week, I'm going to be right back into the 5. I plan on working out Monday through Friday here this week. So when you think about, the question here that's probably going through a lot of y'all's minds of how do I get back on track after Thanksgiving? You don't need to overcomplicate it. You just need to start. You just need to get back into routine, right? You just need to think about what are the most important aspects of living a healthy lifestyle for me? What makes me feel my best, look my best, perform my best? And how do I just start getting back into those routines? How do I start getting back into those habits, right? But I will say the planning aspect is everything, especially if you're new to this journey. Planning is everything. Failure to plan is planning to fail. So that's what I'll leave you with. That's what I'll encourage you with here on this Monday. Get back into the routines that you know and love, right? Make sure that you're prioritizing your goals. Don't wait until the new year to get back on this, right? At the end of the day, the average weight gain during the holiday season from October 31st to January 1st is 15 pounds for Americans, right? But the reality of it is depending upon what you celebrate, 15 pounds is not gained in 5 days. It's gained in 60 days, right? So we just have to keep that in mind, right? And make sure that these in-between holidays, that we are, again, living a healthy lifestyle. And so for me, I enjoyed Thanksgiving with the family. I will enjoy Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I'll enjoy New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, just like I enjoyed Halloween there as well. But again, it's right back into the routine, right? You're a product of what you do the majority of the time. So let this be encouragement for you. Let this be motivation for you to get back in it. And in the comments here below, I'd love to hear, how was your Thanksgiving? What did you do this year? Would love to hear it, but hope everybody had an amazing Thanksgiving there with the family. And we'll catch up here later this week with another podcast. Thanks, guys. Bye.